Hi everyone, Darren Hunter here. I'm with Deniz Yusuf. Now, we are talking about how to grow your rent roll using LinkedIn. Now, Dennis, you said something surprising before. I thought, well, everyone's got a LinkedIn profile, but that's not the truth, is it?
No, not at all. It absolutely blows me away how people aren't on LinkedIn. I like to think LinkedIn is like it's the business Facebook. It's probably the easiest way that I can explain it. It's really interesting that, a lot of people, they get a job in real estate and they're told, go set up a LinkedIn account, right? Yeah, I mean, originally LinkedIn was used for your resume. It was like a business resume, and then it's turned into more of a social media platform. But, you know, often at events, Darren, I'll say, who's got a LinkedIn account? And a lot of people might put their hand up, like let's say 50% of the room. And then I say, who's actively posting? And then I'll lose 70% of the room.
Yeah.
So they may have an account, but it was set up 5 years ago when they first got a job,
Mm,
and they're not
mm.
even using it. So
So it's
yeah,
something
it's
that
still.
escapes their radar. So okay, so why
Mm.
why use LinkedIn for growing your rent roll?
Well, it's B2B, which is business to business. So you're going direct into the business. You're skipping so many layers of people that you've got to deal with. So if you want to connect with a strategic alliance, you can connect with the business owner. If you want to connect with, any strategic alliance, you can go direct into who the business owners are. I mean, Darren, how many emails do you get from people saying, "Oh, you're the director of IGT. We can help your staff." Let alone do they realize there's three of us.
Mm. So everyone,
You
just
know,
go back and have a look at our video on growing your rent roll using strategic alliances, which are referral partners. So um, real estate salesperson is like a strategic alliance because they can refer you property investors at the point that they buy an investment property, but also mortgage brokers and accountants and financial planners, and the list goes on and on. All of those people you're also going to find on LinkedIn with a profile, and are looking out to, of course, have relationship with you because of their common interest, of course, is property investment. So let's get going with this, Dennis, and let's look at 5 steps. So step
yep.
one is setting up a profile. Now, there's a lot of profiles out there, but what makes a good one?
Well, let's be clear on the profiles first, Darren, because you've got a business profile. So, Inspired Growth Training, our company, has a business profile. But in this case, we're actually talking about individual profiles. So, this is the opportunity. Your profile needs to really showcase your skills, showcase who you are. So, for example, Darren, you're a keynote speaker, right? You're an author, right? You're a coach, you're a consultant, right? You're all of the above. So your profile would have all of those key elements of what you specialize in, right? So no doubt you've also got in your heading, Darren, that you're a fee maximization expert. Would I be correct on that?
Yeah, correct. And my profile tagline expresses
Hmm.
what we can do with people as opposed to having trainer slash consultant slash author. So, I think from memory, it's helping you to earn more with your rent roll. And I've
Yep.
got my link there as well. So, expressing people, as soon as they see my face, my name, they read, they know exactly what I do as opposed to, my position.
Yeah, so mine's the same, but it's based around rent roll growth, right? And my profile picture is very important to have a good profile picture that showcases what you do. So mine's a picture of me where I'm on a stage at one of the conferences. So it showcases that I am an authority in the business. So you really got to showcase and stamp your authority with LinkedIn. It's business. Okay. So if you were to look at it like your resume, it's an open book resume for everyone to see. So if strategic alliances are looking, potential landlords, other business owners in your area, whatever the case, and they're looking, you want to go, wow, like, and show them. So you've got to make sure that all of your skills are on there. I know some people that have got on their profiles, property management expert, which is great, or it could be like, let's say, an area, Sydney's expert property manager. There's nothing wrong with having your local area with that as well. The thing is about LinkedIn and the importance of LinkedIn in setting your profile up correctly is so many people use LinkedIn globally and they've got businesses, they've got clients in your local area. Gone are the days where they're only using a local accountant, a local lawyer, or whatever the case, right? So you being seen on LinkedIn, an accountant, if you live in Sydney, an accountant in New Zealand, or maybe not accountant for New Zealand, Perth, have got clients in Sydney. So it's really important to set your profile up well.
What about recommendations and your history of experience?
Yeah, well, so it's real. So that's one of the things that LinkedIn asks. They say, what are your skills? So, you property managers, they're good at negotiating. So put you're a negotiator, right? You're good at accounting because you've got to balance the rent rolls, etc. So put all of your skill sets in there. And recommendations is where you get asked for recommendations from your clients, right? So if I was being used by George down the road, I should be asking George to give a recommendation, or I give a recommendation on him. So that adds to that credibility, like getting Google reviews. The more Google reviews you got, the better credibility you got, as long as they're good Google reviews.
All right, well, that's step one. Let's talk about step two and connecting with people. So, how does that work?
Well, you've got to, all of a sudden, if you set up your profile, you're not connected with anyone. So you need to look up all of the business owners in your local area. Go find all of the strategic alliances. Go find all of your accountants, your mortgage brokers, your conveyancers, whatever is your strategic alliance. And like you said earlier, go back and watch the strategic alliance video, whomever you're connecting with. I would be connecting with every single business owner in my local area. If I'm a real estate agent and I'm in Nowra, New South Wales, I'll be connecting with every single business in Nowra. That's on LinkedIn, right? But then I would be stretching it out into the globe, across
So,
Australia. So
perhaps
connect.
for research, you would go to Google Maps or just Google and look up all the businesses, find out the names of the business owners through their websites and so forth, and common knowledge and all of those things. And then once you got the name of the business owner, it's then looking it up on LinkedIn and making sure you got the right person and then sending them a connect.
Yeah, totally. But you could also look up their business on LinkedIn, Darren. You could look up the school you went to because you want to be connected with all of your school friends, right? Because they're potential referral partners. So you go to your local accountant. So I'd be looking them up in all areas, right? Whatever business that you want to start doing a strategic alliance with, there could be a group. So you could join a LinkedIn group and connect with all of those accountants, all of those mortgage brokers. So connecting, when we say connect, that's like a friend request on Facebook. Okay, so that's what we're suggesting here. Connect with them is reaching more followers and people you're following.
Okay, well, step three, posting. What are we going to post?
Oh, wow. Like Facebook, like Instagram, like everything, there's different types of posts. So you can post a video, you can even post a reel now, Darren, right? So LinkedIn has had an update just a few months ago where you can watch reels on LinkedIn. I'm not sure if you're even aware of that. So you've got video, you've got a reel, you've got articles that you can post. So it's where you actually tell LinkedIn that this is a specific article. It's not just words and your opinion that you're writing, but you're actually posting a newsletter. Okay, so that's what you're telling them. And obviously you've got your standard post and an image that you could be doing as well.
Mm.
So I like to think, Darren, that when you are doing posts, it's like, 85, 90% business and then 10 to 15% is your personal. So,
Yeah.
for example, me on an aeroplane, taking a selfie saying going to see more clients in another country or wherever,
Staff
but
party, Christmas party, this sort of
yep.
stuff. It's behind the scenes business.
Yeah, what I do find that works best is when you share your opinion on something. So, Darren, you could be sharing. So, for example, you post some really good things, and I go, wow, this is cool. Darren's doing all the work for me. I will share it with my opinion, right? And if one of our clients has done a really good educational video, which educational videos are great, where you're educating people about real estate or the marketplace, a market update, then you can share that with an opinion.
Mm.
So people like opinions, because when you're creating an opinion, the opinion could be your hook. That creates engagement on the posts. That catches people's
Mm.
attention.
So
So,
everyone, just
and
be
you can,
aware, if you're doing a post, your wording is restricted to a certain amount of words. So you can't, you want to go put a full article on there, you're probably going to get restricted. So, it just keep your word count reasonable, probably just like you would on a Facebook page, really. Video has a 10-minute limit, just be aware of that. But you've got also a button there for articles as well, where you can have a full length article on there. You can have a part length article with a link which takes them to your website article. You can do the same with a post with an introduction and a link to read more. Take them off to your website. I know, Dennis, you don't get penalized with putting a link in there like you do in a Facebook post.
mm,
And also with articles, we've been doing this lately, Dennis, with these very videos we're doing here. We can actually embed a YouTube link, and they can watch the YouTube video inside the article as well. So there's so many different things you can do there, putting in good educational content as well to get the attention of your prospects, and of course your strategic alliances who they want to refer. If they see you as the expert, they're going to trust you and be happy then to forward their important clients, their well-earned clients to you because they trust you. Good educational content builds trust in you as the expert and the industry authority. People always
yeah.
drift towards and magnetize towards those that they think do it the very best. Okay.
Yeah, and one more thing on posting, Darren, you can actually collaborate on articles as well. So, for example, I'm part of a business development manager community, and it's a group of BDMs of all different industries. So sometimes someone will start an article and they'll say, what are some ways on how to better engage with clients? I'll contribute to that as well. So I'll put my 2 cents in there. So it's really good, and then that creates an article, and that also gets added as a thing that you're a contributor
Yeah.
to your to the industry as well.
All right. Well, let's go to step 4, which is engagement. Dennis, tell us about that, how it works.
Well, just like all other socials, it's good to post, right? So you're letting everyone know, but the more people you want to see your articles that you're posting or videos, etc., you should be on their feed. So go through the feed, do a post. So normally what I do is I'll spend 5 minutes and I'll scroll through LinkedIn, I'll post, I'll connect, I'll accept requests, whatever the case is, click on anniversaries, congratulating. So that's engaging when you're congratulating someone about an anniversary. You and I were talking about birthdays. I have birthdays switched off on LinkedIn. But work anniversaries, change of jobs, I have switched on, etc. So you've got to engage on their posts. So it puts you top of mind on their articles. Then post. So you do that for 5 minutes. Then you post, and then go through another scroll again, and that keeps you engaged into LinkedIn. The more you're giving to LinkedIn, the more LinkedIn's going to push you out.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Also, things like anniversaries, congratulations, even birthdays, Dennis. To be active there.
Yeah, totally. And don't be scared when someone is like commenting. Let's say, Darren, you've commented on Michael's article that he's done. I could actually reply yours. Yeah, I agree, Darren. This is a really good article, and this is what I got out of it. So that's engaging with the audience of your strategic alliances clients. So you're going to be top of mind with them as well.
All right. And step 5, Dennis, rinse and repeat. Pretty simple.
It is. Give it time. Be consistent, right? Regularly post. So, some of the, we've had some experts on LinkedIn speak to our clients, and they often say minimum 2 times a week. I try and post once a day, right? When I say once a day, that's kind of your 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The more you're giving to LinkedIn, the more that LinkedIn will push you out, right? It's just like all the other social media platforms that you've got to think about. Rinse and repeat, be consistent with it, continue to post, continue to engage, and continue to be top of mind with everyone on LinkedIn.
And look, there's so much more about LinkedIn that we can talk about, and there's some really good examples of what people are doing inside our IGT Inner Circle as well. So if you're not part of the IGT Inner Circle Facebook group, just go there and make sure you answer the 3 questions, really important. And we are posting regularly examples of what people are doing on LinkedIn into that group with the educational posts that they're doing. But before we go, Dennis, LinkedIn helped you get into USA.
It did, Darren. So when I was on my own as BDM coach before yourself and Michael Sands came on, I was doing updates on the events that I was doing. It was 2016 2-day event that I'd run, and I had some US business owners, like we're talking about, like for our Australian friends, equivalent to Property Me and Property Tree and some of the big companies. They'd reached out to me in America and said they have been watching what I've been doing on LinkedIn. Bless me. They've been watching what I've been doing on LinkedIn, and they asked if I'd be interested to go to America and be their keynote speaker. Well, hello, of course I would. So yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. So it gave me good motivation to continue to post as I do.
Okay. Well, look, everyone, if you want help with any of what we're talking about today or any other lead generation strategy that you've seen in our lead machine videos, just get in contact with us. If you want, knowing that you're looking at all of these videos, but you've done nothing about it, but you know you should be, well, maybe you need some one-on-one coaching or group coaching and accountability added to that. Now, best thing to do from here is really to go to leadmachinesystem.com or simply just book directly into Dennis's diary at leadmachinechat.com. And Dennis will be able to have a chat to you about what their options are. So thanks, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video.